Hello, my name is Pam and I'm with Just My Opinion here on Amazon.com. And today I'm doing a review of this multi-purpose flashlight radio. I have to say I'm more impressed with this than I expected to be. It would be really useful for having around for people who live in areas where there's hurricanes and stuff like that. It's also useful for people doing short-term hiking and camping. I'm not sure it's something I would want to haul on the Appalachian Trail, given that when you're doing that, every ounce counts when you're hiking for weeks at a time. But again, if you're using this to both have, flashlight, radio, SOS operation, and as a power bank, maybe it would actually be worthwhile. So that's up to you. I'll give you an idea of some of the features. First of all, we have the radio here, AM and FM. If I put the antenna up here and turn it on. So you can see it gets decent reception, at least for some of the radio stations. Depends also on the day, typical of this kind of AM/FM setup. There's a couple different ways to charge it. First of all, you can charge using the micro USB here, and there's your regular USB, so you can actually charge your phone off of it. And then we have the solar panel. I have to say, this is a bit of a joke. I have a lot of solar gadgets, shall we say. This would take a long time to actually charge this fully, but in a pinch, when you have no power, it might be useful to at least have this helping to get a little bit of a trickle in. You also have then the hand crank, very easy to crank. Not sure how many cranks you're going to have to do to get a decent charge. So again, this is something that you might want to experiment with if you want to use this for something like hiking, so you know how much energy you have to expend. It has the flashlight, so I'm going to turn my lights off here. And I'm going to do the flashlight. So there we go. And then number 2, number 3, and off. And then you have, if you lift up the solar panel, you have a reading light. Now this particular thing has a motion sensor. So if I put it over to automatic, so you have light and auto, I'll show you that when I put the lights back on. I put on auto and I leave it. After about 30 seconds, this is going to turn itself off, and then it will go back on when it sees motion. So that's a really useful thing. So I'll do a little motion here, and there you go. It came back on. That's actually, I think, pretty useful if, say, you leave your tent and you go out to do something, and when you come back in your tent, the light goes on. So that actually could be really useful for helping you when you're out camping. So there is the light and auto. You want to keep it on light unless you're actually using it for that purpose. The one other thing that this thing has is this SOS feature. And let me tell you, you want to plug your ears because this thing's loud, but I'm going to show you how it works, and I think this would be really good for when you're out hiking. So there you have it. That would actually come in useful in a pinch if you have an accident or something like that, to have somebody be able to find you. So there you have it. There's the cord that comes with it. You will have to provide a USB adapter plug to charge it if you don't want to spend several hours cranking it. And otherwise, again, pretty handy little thing, useful for people where there's questionable weather, hiking, and just, generally having around for emergencies. So I hope this helps you with your purchase decisions. My name is Pam, and I hope you have a great day. Happy shopping.